Hello physical fiends, it is Jordan here with some nice discounts that have caught my eye. All prices are correct at the time of me making this video, and all of them are linked down below in the description and pinned comment. And as always, these are based on prices, not necessarily the quality of the game. There are many different kinds of collectors out there, and I can't just cater to one type, so let's see what I've seen. Starting with VGP, who have free worldwide shipping on orders over 75 Canadian bucks, about 55 American dollars. Corpse Party Tetralogy Pack, let's start with this one. I thought this was such a good deal that I made a community post about it the other day. $32 US dollars for a very popular import exclusive quad pack. I've talked about it more than a few times recently thanks to video topics that I've covered, but horror fans, especially those who like an adventure with VN elements to them, this eclectic mix of games in the same series will be a pleasing package because they're good games and it's a good price. I mean, Play Asia are still trying to sell theirs for 60 bucks. Steins Elite, okay, so there is a new version of this game coming out later this year. It's being rebooted, but if you want to see what all the fuss is about, or you want to pick up a version that most certainly will not be reprinted once the new version is out, then picking it up for $25 seems like a decent enough deal, a visual novel and a very highly rated one at that. Terrifier, the ARTcade game. This is more for the standard edition, which is down to a tempting 29 bucks. The collector's edition does have a bigger discount, but it's still 72 American dollars, which sounds a bit too pricey still. Not sure why they think it's worth that price, but this game includes over-the-top bloody beat-em-up action. Quite simple, but supposedly decently satisfying if you're in the mood for some old-school horror tropes. Now, next week, there is a state of play from Sony, kind of like their direct sort of thing, and so in honor of that, VGP are having a discount on plenty of big PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 titles, even PlayStation 3 games. Remember those that they reprinted like last year? Yeah, they're discounted too, alongside some controllers as well. I've linked the full list below, but the one personal pick for me would be Death Stranding 2 on the beach. That is down to a respectable 43 US dollars, which really isn't bad at all. The game came out last year and it has held its value. It's also exceptionally well received, maybe even more than the first game. But I think respect for this new series has now started to grow once people could feel what it was going for. I've always been interested in giving it a whirl, and this is not a bad price. The ININ game special is back. Yes, VGP have like 8 ININ games, physical Switch releases for just $14 a pop. This is always a popular sale, allowing people to hoover up some pretty solid games to add to their library on the cheap. You can't go wrong with Cotton, Turrican, Air Twister, they're all pretty good. Alright, I will link all of VGP's sales below for you to peruse, but let's move on to PNP games. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, they've discounted this one again to 22 US dollars, a great price for Power Rangers fans. Okay, for the more casual gamer, it didn't quite reach the heights of say like Shredder's Revenge, but it is something Power Rangers fans deserved after so much video game mediocrity over the years. They also have the collector's edition discounted too, but it's nowhere near as tempting as this standard edition in terms of price. Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic, this is also 22 US dollars. This is the first time I've seen this low. Okay, the other games in the series and the franchise on the Switch have been even lower than this, but this one has quietly gone about its business. It was a more subtle release, and it's literally going for the glory days of the franchise. It really is the classic version and doing a good job of it. 22 bucks would be enough for me to jump on board. Bill and Ted's Excellent Retro Collection. Okay, so this is a poor collection of games, like 2 terrible games. Limited Run truly took the piss with this thing. However, I'm talking about, from a collector's perspective. Firstly, this game has been delisted from digital stores. It's not available to buy digitally anymore, so the physical release is the only way to own it. And Limited Run did threaten to destroy any copies they had left in their warehouse, which was just hilarious to think about. I think you're going to struggle to find this for 32 bucks in the future, but that is the price PNP games have for it, so maybe think about it. Crisis Wing is down to 26 US dollars, which is a solid price for a shmup that will go very much under the radar. published by VGNY. They find these random indie shmups that have like 4 reviews on Steam and stick them on a Switch cartridge, and it's a bold endeavor, but they don't sell them cheap either, so this being $26, if you are a shmup collector, you may want to think about it at this price. Alright, before I move on to Play Asia, if you are new here and you enjoy physical video games, you enjoy owning the things you pay money for, then hit that subscribe button. It will be the best thing you do today. Not only do you get discounts videos like these, but I also tell you about new announcements, reprints of rare games or restocks, you get opinions, you get everything a physical gamer needs. Okay, Play Asia. Girls und Panzer Dream Tank Match DX. This is an import-exclusive release. The Southeast Asian version from like Singapore has English. It was actually quite an early import-exclusive too, and the one thing I've always thought about this was that, well, it's just too damn expensive to import. However, Play Asia have it discounted now, which, okay, it's not like I check every day or anything, but I'm pretty sure this is like once in half a decade sort of discount, and I'm being half serious there. This is a competitive action game where anime girls drive tanks. How could that be bad? And now it is $36. The Friends of Ringo Ishikawa and the Arrest of a Stone Buddha. Always a classic double pack, and nice to see it discounted once again to $20. If you picked up the very popular European import of Fading Afternoon, the uncensored edition, I know many of you have, then these two games have the same DNA, same developer, same style, maybe less refined, but this is where it all started pretty much, and $22, it is an easy choice. Now with Play Asia, maybe you can get an extra 5% off if you click my link and use the code Jordan2026, but make sure you click my link first. The Super Rare Pick and Mix sale. Alright, details on this one are lacking at the time of me making this video, but Super Rare Games are having a pick and mix sale on leftover games, where the more games you add to your basket, the bigger the discount you get. The best thing is that if you have 4 things in your cart, all the games will have 50% off, which is quite significant. I don't know which games are included in this one, but from the promo pic I got in an email, we at least know The Pale Beyond, Banner of the Maid, The Pedestrian on PlayStation 5, and Moonstone Island, the Collector's Edition, but I'm sure there will be plenty more to hoover up if you want it. It all kicks off at 6 PM British summertime today, which might actually be by the time I get this video out, I don't know. Anyways, those are some discounts that have caught my eye. Any purchase made via the links, I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.